today I'm actually not gonna tell you guys what we're doing today. You're just gonna see it. You see my cute dress, you see my earrings. Maybe you can make some guesses, but let's see. Welcome to Nikhil Mall. So after a bit of pampering at the mall, we are headed back to the car and then to our next destination. Alright y'all, in the words of Russell Wilson, let's ride. How are we feeling? Good?
Beat up.
Welcome to the desert. All right, Mom, how do you feel? How do you feel?
Speechless. That's how I feel.
All right, guys, we are back at the hotel and wrapping it up for the night. So I got some henna, which I love. I smudged it a teeny bit on my pinky finger, but we're just gonna pretend that we don't see that. It has been a great day. Tomorrow we are doing another day trip to Abu Dhabi. We will see the Grand Mosque. And actually we're gonna go to the US Embassy, which should be really interesting. Just a heads up, you won't see anything from the US Embassy. I'll just have to recap that because we actually have to turn over our electronics, understandably so. So when you see me in the morning, I'm probably not going to do a morning recap. We're just gonna go ahead and get on the go. So I will see you then. Bye. Good morning, y'all. It is officially my last day in Dubai. But let me tell you a little bit about what we got into yesterday since I didn't finish off the night with a recap. So first we started off at the Grand Mosque, which was honestly one of the most beautiful things that I've seen. We decided to go on a guided tour there, and thankfully they're free and they're all done in English, which was super cool. So as a detail-oriented person, this mosque was something that was just like amazing. We also visited the US Embassy. I just kind of sat in there and read a book while my mom's meeting was happening. We kind of did a drive-by of the presidential palace and then this really nice hotel that was like this Emirates like Grand Palace hotel, which was really, really nice. We went over to Saadiyat Island. We went to this restaurant called Neri, and it was this Japanese restaurant. It was literally so delicious. I loved the dessert. We had this Wagyu beef. I'm gonna put it all on TikTok because it was so good. Okay, so now for today. Today is actually mainly gonna be a solo day for me. Today is the day that I'm going to go visit the office, which it is a vacation. So yesterday there was a networking lunch for this employee resource group that I'm in, and I was like, how cool that that's happening while I'm in Dubai. But yesterday was my day trip to Abu Dhabi, so I didn't end up going. And I'm actually gonna meet one of the ladies today. So I'm gonna go head over to Internet City in Dubai because I work in tech, and so that's where the office is located. So I'm gonna do that, meet with her. Internet City isn't too far from Palm Jumeirah, so I'm actually gonna go back to Palm Jumeirah, and I have my swimsuit on under this because I'm gonna go to one of the beach clubs. I have a friend who lives in Saudi Arabia, that's where she's from, and I met her through my best friend, and we were both bridesmaids in her wedding. We hit it off really well. Love her, and she recommended a ton of stuff for me to do in Dubai because she actually was assigned here for work at one point. So she recommended a beach club on Palm Jumeirah that I'm gonna go to. I'll relax, I'll hang out there, probably get lunch there too. And then I'm gonna go to Dubai Mall again because I can't leave without seeing Dubai Mall again. But also, crazy enough, one of my friends from Atlanta is actually gonna be here in Dubai. Like, I'm pretty sure her flight is here right now. And so we're gonna link up at the mall, say hey. I can see her at home, of course, all the time, but how cool is it to be across the world at the exact same time of each other and it's not planned? So yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with her for a little bit. Definitely getting my steps in today. Apple Maps, this is the one time you have failed me with walking directions. I am walking all around everywhere, and it tried to take me through an area that said no trespassing. So I have finally gotten to an area of Palm Jumeirah that I actually recognize because I was here the other day. So let's finally try to get to this beach club. Taking the tram, which is a lot different from when I was taking the metro. It is probably going to take me a little over an hour to get from Palm Jumeirah to Dubai Mall, and that's just because I'm switching different things. But it's been my challenge to do solely public transit today. after walking the long green mile, I made it to the mall. But honestly, shout out to public transit and for being able to get there without having to go outside.